Hello everyone, my name is Matthew. Welcome back to another Feathered Serpent devlog. It's been a minute, I know. I haven't been getting these out every Monday like I should. And this devlog can be a little bit different because right out the gates, I do just want to let everyone know and also say thank you because we were able to, if I can just find the display capture here, we were able to successfully get the Kickstarter funded. Let me move myself over here. So 131 backers pledged $5,679 to help bring this project to life. That's awesome. Thank you everyone for the support. I'm super grateful for the small community that I built here on YouTube, for the community that I have over on my Twitch streams, for all the support that I get over there, and for all of the new people who have stumbled across my shorts and my videos or my streams and have decided to follow and support me. I'm super glad you're here. Welcome. I'm going to try and be better about getting a devlog out every Monday, but I definitely struggle when it comes to making time to talk about what I've done in the game. And I don't really like editing these videos, but then I feel bad about not editing these videos. So it is what it is. But I did want to start this whole devlog out by saying this is awesome. Thank you, everyone. It means the world to me that for the next couple months here, I get to work on finishing this game that I started coming up on 4 years ago now. So thank you. Now, let's get this display capture back out of here. Okay. Put me back in the middle. The Feathered Serpent logo. Bring it back. So, another thing that I got to say is I don't feel the best right now. And I'll get more into that towards the end of the devlog, but I just wanted to front load that and say, hey, you know, if I seem a little off or the video seems weird, I apologize. And I wanted to edit this video, but it's just hard for me to find the motivation after a long day of work to want to even edit a video. And I know that sometimes I can come across as like lazy or like I don't care about my content, but I do. And I hope that just because some of these devlogs aren't edited or in the best shape that they can still fill the role or the purpose of them. And the purpose is to let you know, so that the people know who are following this project, the state of the game and the state of me working on the game. And the second purpose of them is to have something that I can look back on, which is honestly probably what motivated me today to make this. I'm like, look, it'll be cool for me to actually look back on this moment and see. It's a little different now that I stream every day because I can just look back on past streams, but it is nice to have a condensed devlog to watch and look back on. Okay, that being said, I have been working a lot on updating the demo for the Feathered Serpent. The current demo, and maybe I can bring in some footage here. The current demo is available on Steam. So actually, hold on, let me pull it up on Steam. Okay. You can go to Steam, you can type in the Feathered Serpent. There's a demo available for download. The problem is it has, like, here, let me go and display capture here. If you go ahead and you search the Feathered Serpent, we're right there, the Feathered Serpent demo. And we pull up right there. Oh, there it is. And then you scroll down, and for me, it shows it right here. Download the PC demo. But I don't know if there's a download button here or something like that. Like I don't know how it appears for other people. But just right there, you can download the PC demo. The problem with this demo is that it's not in its perfect condition. Okay, it has bugs in it. Has quite a few bugs in it. It has limited content. It has things that shouldn't be in the demo that appear in the demo. And overall, I just wanted to make it a bit better. So, I'm going to show off a couple things here. So let me go ahead and shift myself over to my game display here. Okay. And let me get the game capture big here. So I decided, look, there's a lot of like bugs with my game. And there's a lot of buggy enemies. And some of the buggiest enemies were the ground walking dinosaurs. I don't think this is going to actually pull up all the way, please. Oh, it's because it's being covered. So some issues were as I got better at coding, and especially with the new area enemies in the 4th area, I realized, hey, I'm way better at coding. I'm way better at creating a more cohesive enemy that doesn't bug out. And I wanted to redo some of the earlier enemies that were a bit weird and kind of, they didn't look as up to date with the art, and they didn't feel as up to date with the gameplay. I know I started with that, but also I just want to point out that, hey, another thing was that you could bug out the stats, like certain items. For example, if we look at this item, it's plus 8 damage, minus 5 attack speed, minus 25% crit. And you see here I have 0% crit. So previously, if I were to pick this up, I would have gotten minus 25% crit, and my attack speed would have gone negative. It would have. Now, it does not. There are limits that I've put on items. There are upper limits and lower limits. Some things don't need an upper limit. For example, damage. I was like, I don't see a point to cap that. But for example, movement speed definitely needs an upper limit. It can get out of hand. Maybe even potentially fire rate, but we'll see. But now that there's limits, as you can see, I was able to pick up that item, and it does not negatively affect my stats. Because some people were like shooting backwards and stuff. Another very small thing, let me also preface this, okay? Because I'm going to show the new enemies that I did. But I have fixed hundreds of bugs. Sorry, I was looking to where I said it. I have genuinely fixed hundreds of bugs, and I've done so many very small quality of life improvements. Here's a very small thing I added in, for example. You've probably been seeing it. These bushes now sway back and forth. If the player runs through them, they do like a little movement as the player runs past them. It's something very subtle, but I think it adds a lot to the game. Okay. Here's another example of some bugs that I'm still trying to fix. These enemies should not be activated until they see me, but instead they immediately activate. So we're still working on that one. But I thought for sure I'd be able to show off a dino enemy here. I've changed those little ground dinosaur enemies to be Dimetrodons. And here is a great example of one right there. So now they kind of just walk back and forth. And then if he turns and he sees me, he waits a second, and then he'll run at me. And they can actually run off. I don't know if you saw it. They can run off, and they fall off, and they actually have a falling animation. And that is a huge deal because they were very buggy when it came to being in the air. And now that they actually have an air state, it's super nice. Anyways, he's dead now. Another cool thing, I don't know if you may have noticed it already. Well, let me make it past the shopkeeper here. Thank you. Can I even afford anything? Nope. Let me buy a heart. Another thing that I was able to do was these sword enemies have multiple death animations now. So, for example, if I kill one of them, well, that one I killed him, and you see he dropped his sword. He had a different death animation. But if you kill them in the air, they also have a unique air death animation. Before, they kind of did this janky thing where you would kill them, and then they'd wait till they landed on the ground before they died. And maybe we can get a unique kill here. Right there, you see his head fly up in the air. There's alternate death animations, so it's not replacing them, but the Kickstarter did unlock alternate death animations, so we've been able to add those into the game, and they're just a random chance. But even the Dino Walkers have alternate death animations. Okay, let's see if we can... There we go. There was an air death animation for you. So that's been super fun, being able to put in those alternate animations, and seeing those alternate animations just really spices things up. And the goal really is to make this first area feel super polished and to make it the best experience. Now, why do I want the first area to be the best possible experience, to have the coolest looking enemies, to feel the most polished? Because this is the area that the vast majority of people will experience and see in my game. And there's going to be quite a few people who never make it past this first area. And I don't know if you saw, but that was an alternate death animation and another one right there. And so it really means a lot to me, and it's important to put a lot of emphasis on your first area. If people make it, roughly halfway through your game, the chances of them actually making it to the end are pretty high. But there's quite a few people who they tap out after the first area or the second area. So it is my priority to really make sure those areas are as best as they can be so that people really get a good experience and are really hooked into my game. And that's not to say that I'm not spending a lot of quality time on later areas. It's just saying I'm paying particular special attention to my starting area. in this first area so that it does exceed expectations. So any little things, any little bugs, I really am just trying to hammer out and fix. Here's the mini dino walkers you can see here. They also have a very cute falling death, or not falling death animation, but a falling animation. And also those dino walkers do have a falling death animation. If you kill them in the air, they have a unique animation that plays when they die in the air. Moving on to the boss here. So I wanted to do something really special, which also you all might be noticing something. There's no sound. It's because I turned the sound down. And these settings now save. So if you don't want sound, I actually made it so that the sound saves your settings. That's just added onto the list of hundreds of little bugs and quality of life improvements that I've put into the game. And I mean, another one is making sure that these are all centered and big and enlarged instead of off-center. So yeah, just lots of little things. All right, we have successfully taken down this enemy. So this is what I want the demo to look like once you finish the boss. And this is what the old demo looked like for those of you who've played the old demo. But you go into infinite mode. So if I go into infinite mode now, it actually has a little title. And whoa, hey, suddenly all the enemies, they look different. That's because every enemy in infinite mode, aside from having double the amount of HP, also has a different coat of paint. So as we see here, let me... oh no, I don't know if I have a strong enough build for this. I only have 4 items. Oh geez. So you can see that it is significantly harder. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take out this hut. Oh, there it goes. So there are introducing a lot of these different changes. Introduced quite a few bugs. I wanted the demo to be out for Steam Next Fest, which is currently going on. But I am still working on it. So the idea is I want to get this demo out to be able to be played in the next day or so here. And I will make another video to update everyone, probably another trailer to go along with it for the updated demo. And this is probably going to be the demo that lasts throughout the entire game's life. So, you know, even when the game's released, this is what the demo is going to be. So I'm really trying to just make it the most polished experience possible. And as you can see, every enemy has a fresh coat of paint. Even these bluebirds, they turn purple. I mean, all the lizard people, they turn orange. And even the boss, you know, has a different coat of paint. But that is not all. With the boss, one thing that I noticed is when people get really broken builds, they tend to just kind of just shred through the content. So I made it so the boss adapts to your stats. Very similar to, oh, what was the game? It had a 2D game, and then it turned 3D. Oh, shoot, I can't remember it at the moment. Oh, that's going to bug me. I'm actually going to go look it up. 2 seconds here. I should really just pause the video. What the heck is it called? Risk of Rain. Oh my gosh, Risk of Rain. So the boss at the end of Risk of Rain does the same thing. Also, I'm not going to sit here and try and kill you. Just running past you. So I decided to do that, and it is super challenging. Apart from just gaining more HP, he'll attack faster. He'll proc his moves faster. His move speed is faster. He will animate faster. So there's plenty of different things to go on. Now, this is tricky. Oh, I can get both. Okay. I want the attack speed in that. Perfect. So yeah, okay, so now let me continue trying to talk about what's going on with the devlog while playing here to the best of my ability. We have also been adding in tons of new items. We're up to about 80 items now. I think the original demo launched with maybe 65 items. So we've been putting in slowly more and more items and fixing items. And I gotta say, some of these newer items I absolutely love. A lot of them come from recommendations from my Twitch chat. I have some rewards on there where Twitch chat, you can make your own item, a basic item, not a complex one, if you watch my Twitch chat for long enough. So if that's something that interests you and you want to be a part of the game, during this limited time frame where I'm working on the game, if you come and join the Twitch chat, you can save up and potentially create a basic item to go into my game. Let me go down my list here because I'm getting super off topic here. And I already know the vast majority of people have probably clicked off because this is a longer uncut video. But let me see here. Oh, I did work on a new enemy. I'll have to show off the new enemy here in a second. It is a frog enemy. If you look at my shorts, you've probably seen little teasers of it. Of the frog enemy. Also, okay, we've come up on the boss here. So now you'll see the orange boss. And the updated splash art to reflect the orange boss. And I think this boss is probably going to dunk on me. As you can see, my shots don't do a ton of damage because his health is scaled to my above average damage, which is 14 right now. So I have to deal with this this boss. Oh my goodness. Thank you for jumping. So it's not necessarily impossible. As you can see, I'm chunking down the boss, but it is hard, and it will always be a challenge. Speaking of boss fights, the 4th area boss, so Gorgos, is now completed. You might have seen teasers of him. He is a purple dinosaur riding on top of a black Dread Rex is what I call it. And he was one of the most fun bosses I've ever designed. That being said, I would actually like to keep a lot of his boss fight and mechanics a secret because it's so fun. Maybe I'll decide to... I mean, I've already posted clips of them. But as for the full fight, there's a lot of cool moments that I would like to save for the people who actually want to play the game. I will say there is a stream that I did where you can probably see everything. If you are an avid stream watcher, you're obviously going to get a lot of the game spoiled for you. But even then on streams, I'm trying to completely do my 5th area off stream so that no one will get spoiled for the 5th area. So that includes the Feathered Serpent final boss fight. That includes all the enemies in the 5th area. That includes how the 5th area looks. I was even tempted, even in this video, to show off the 5th area, but I'm like, no, I can't do it. Because I have already started work on some of the elements and some of the enemies in that 5th area. Okay, I can't keep fighting this guy. I can't do it with the music. I gotta come back to the full screen here. So one thing that I failed to talk about, and look, this video is already 17 minutes long. I'm sorry. Is the timeline, okay? The timeline is still to release this game in March. As for beta access, it will most likely be in a week or 2 here. I want the beta access to be available for all of the people who supported the Kickstarter, the beta tier, and then they can start giving me feedback, and I can start working with the beta testers to make the game the best that it can be. I also am trying to work on finding a way for people who are still interested in potentially purchasing a late backer reward tier for the beta. I need to set up a website for that, but that I do want to put into the works here. Really quick, and let me throw the logo back up here. Let me make sure I've done all of this. We did the frog enemy. We did all the sounds. So last time I showed off a lot of the enemies in the 4th area, which I also finished the pterodactyl enemy. And you know what? I would show you, but I'll be honest, I'm too lazy. But he works, I promise you. But all the sounds are done. Most of them are implemented. A couple of the boss fight sounds still need to be put in. As for some of the bug fixes, the skill tree, heavily fixed. So many bugs with the skill tree that are now fixed. And you know what? That is about it. That's about all that I've done. So you know what? Maybe I take it back. Let me try and pull up some of this new stuff to show you. Okay, and then I can't help myself. Before I show off the new sounds and new enemies, I do just gotta show off. Right there, as you can see, there's actually 2 new items. This is old stopwatch. This is double-edged blade. You actually take twice as much damage when holding this weapon. So I gotta be careful here because I could die in 1 hit here. I essentially have 1 HP. I just cheated myself a bunch of items here. It's not fair because the boss was not adjusted for these. But even then, it is a really cracked build that I got going on here. Boss is still holding up like just fine. I'm doing 40 damage a hit, so maybe I honestly gotta scale that back just a tiny bit. But there he is. So what happens after infinite mode? We got infinite plus. Okay, Infinite plus. Everything turns red. All the enemies. Not only are they oh, here's another item. This is Tlaloc's idol. And it reduces friction and causes everything to rain, so everything's wet. Super cool item, honestly. I'll just show you. Tlaloc idol. 15% crit chance. Everything is wet and slippery, as you can see. I'm very slidey, and there's rain going. Super cool item designed by a viewer. I believe it was Beasley. Okay, so as you can see, all these enemies are now going to have not only just changed colors, but changed sprite work as well when you get to this point in the updated demo. Some of them is obviously it's more, oh my gosh. Some of them are more, are less obvious, but this one, as you can see, red eyes, really cool looking teeth. Okay, I'm just sliding everywhere. But I did want to show off, hey, there is a whole entire section after this, and after you get to the boss of this area, I can't do it. After you get to the boss of this area, it actually continues to loop forever, legitimately forever. So the last demo didn't loop forever. So it will loop forever. And then each level will progressively get harder, and it will create a little counter that will count up. And I'm curious to see how high people can get the counter. It'll show a little infinite plus, and it will show the counter. But yeah, as you can see here, just lots of really cool looking re-sprites here for a lot of these enemies. It's so much more than just a recolor. You know, with extended teeth, with really unique palettes, with these red eyes, it's super cool. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and oh, I shouldn't have ended it. All right, give me 2 seconds. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna show off the new area, but also I just remembered. Here's another an example of these little changes that I don't write down that may just go unnoticed, but like you actually press E, you don't have to jump into these anymore, and they have their own little display that doesn't go over each other anymore. And it's like these skulls that have, you know, this the blood coming off them. It's just a cool little unique thing. Okay, so here is the pterodactyl enemy. So it will pick up these rocks, it'll drop it on top of you, and the rocks will only hurt you if they have enough momentum or enough velocity. Oh, should have seen that coming. I don't know where the pterodactyl is. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna die. He's gonna drop it on me. These are example of traps as well that I created. I don't know if I've shown those off. Okay, you're gonna try and kill me. Yep. Anyways, so very cool. Triceratops, obviously, we got sounds working for everything. Oh, geez. So very cool. Oh, my goodness. Please die, pterodactyl enemy. I'm scared. Look at that. So, yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff. And there's the saurian noises. So, a lot of these are still a work in progress, but we got some cool stuff going on. So anyways, like I said, this whole thing is just about, you know, finishing a little bit of polish, putting in the rest of the sounds, and then making the 50 levels. And then we're going on to the 5th area. That's the last area in the game. So lots of cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff. Also, the first area enemies kind of behave a lot like the Triceratops. Obviously, the Triceratops has more mechanics. So, now, I can finish up the devlog. Yeah, I know, it's almost been half an hour of listening to me talk. What's left? Okay. Well, we have, like I just said, the 4th area polish. We have all 50 levels in the 4th area. I have to finish the rest of the 5th area, so the temple level enemies and the temple boss fight, so the feathered serpent boss fight. I also have to do all of the 5th area levels once I finish the enemies and all of that. And then there's just always a layer of polish that goes into every area. So the 4th area polish is what's left. There's also going to be 5th area polish. Then it's just about... Then I'll release the beta. Then it's just about adding in Kickstarter content and tying up loose ends and putting in progression. So that means putting in the NPC, finishing the 3rd area NPC, putting in the 4th and 5th area NPCs, putting in and making available all the different skins. As for the beta, I'm still looking into how I want to do that. It's probably going to be through Steam, and I'll create a special role on the Discord, and there'll be a special group that we can all talk in the Discord, or a beta testing group, so that people can talk about the game, give their input, show bugs, things of that nature. And yeah. Okay, that's been this devlog. Okay, 25 minutes of me just spilling my brains out and playing my game and showing you everything. Like I said, I did just want to, I mean, it's been hard to kind of overcome my perfectionism, especially when it comes to my YouTube channel and when it comes to my game. I think it's been the hardest thing. I'm totally comfortable saying that I struggle finishing things, and it's super cool, and I think it's awesome for me to be working on this game and learning how to push through and finish something. And I think, but I mean, obviously that plays into my devlogs. As for me just not feeling good, I mean, I had like a burrito today. I think it didn't sit with me very well. And also I feel like I'm like, dang, I haven't put out a devlog in a while, and so I don't know. There's anxiety that comes with that. But I am other than that, I'm doing great. Once again, I'm very humbled by the support from the Kickstarter, but we also have the Patreon supporters, all of the egg donors, all of the Coke dealers, and the pasta providers. Thank you, everyone. I think I should still have maybe. Yep, right here. Here we go. I checked right before I did this devlog. It is still all these same people. This is a great way that you can still continue to support me. You can also support me just by watching these videos, by playing the game, by supporting me on Twitch and watching me over on Twitch. There's so many different ways that you can support me, and I'm grateful for everyone who does support me in the various different ways that they do. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I probably am, but I appreciate those of you who listen to the end of this very ranty video, even if I was on ×2 speed on the second monitor. I hope that I was able to provide an update on the game, an update on where we're at and kind of what's left. And I think I covered all my bases with, like, you know, what's to be expected, the timeline. Obviously, beta in a week and a half here is ideal. And yeah, this has just been a blast. It's been super fun. I've learned a ton. And I mean, it is what it is. Thank you, everyone. Oh, that's my stream. I accidentally clicked on it. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I really don't think. I swear something was on the tip of my tongue. I don't think it is. I guess. Oh, I do remember, actually. As for the demo that's going to be coming out, I'm super looking forward to it. But I do want to say that the demo that exists currently is still great. And I have had people show me screenshots where they have 15 plus, 30 plus hours in this game, just in the demo. I am more than confident in my promises. Beforehand, it was just a rough guess, but now I'm more than confident. My game in its final product is going to give you more than 150 hours of total gameplay time to get all the unlocks and to finish everything and to get the full experience of the game. And that's minimum. Okay? My game has replayability down. It's a fun game, and I'm stoked to be able to share it with you. I'm stoked to be able to share the demo. Honestly, part of me thinks I'm giving away too much with the demo. A whole entire first area and a ton of free items and the whole skill tree. I'm like, dang, maybe I got to cut back. But then I realized, like, there's 4 other areas. There's twice as many items that are going to be included. There's NPC storylines. There's quests. There's unlocks. I'm like, okay, never mind. There's so much in the full game that if you can even put more than an hour into the demo, I mean, I got you. You're going to love the full game. So, anyways, thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Super stoked about the Kickstarter success. Super stoked about being able to work on my game full-time for the next few months. That's something that not everyone gets to do, genuinely, and I'm grateful for it. And I'm just going to end this video because I'm a broken record. But thank you. Under 30 minutes. See y'all next Monday. Edited video, I promise, because I don't like how this turned out. But I still got to ship it because I don't have time to redo it.